Well, obviously, the debate is sort of a level setter. It's the first opportunity that the American public has had to see the two of them for an extended period of time, standing there side by side, not just listening to what they say, but watching how they say it and how they react to one another. My sense is that if you supported one candidate or the other, you walk out saying your candidate won. But there are people in the middle, and there are people who are still trying to make up their mind, for whom this comparison will be vitally important. So they'll begin to form sort of a gut level decision about who they feel most comfortable being president, who they want to invite into the living room for the next 8 years potentially. And that decision will then get reinforced or not over the course of the next two debates. On October 9th, we have a debate at Washington University in St. Louis, which will be in the town hall format. And what that is real people. You know, they're typically swing voters in an auditorium, and they get to raise their hand and ask questions of the candidates. So that'll be a very different kind of format than what we saw tonight. And then the third debate, I believe, which is about a week or so, a week and a half, 2 weeks later, is on foreign policy. Just to put some numbers on it, the estimates are that over 100 or nearly 100 million Americans watched tonight's debate. The previous most watched debate was in 1980, when Ronald Reagan debated Jimmy Carter about a week before the election, and 80 million people watched that. If you go back to Obama-Romney, Obama-McCain, you're typically somewhere between 50 and 60 million people watching those debates. So this is almost double what has often been the typical number of people watching debates. And I think that is very significant because it means that more voters actually can make a judgment on the basis of how these candidates behave under pressure, side by side, than simply as a result of TV ads or Twitter feeds or what they read in the newspapers. Well, clearly, I mean, it's pretty funny. I mean, you see this instantaneous analysis of the debate. Who won, who did well, who didn't do well, what worked, what didn't work, what someone should have said, what they didn't say. I mean, all of that is in the, I've been reading this for the last 4 hours after the debate. It's all, in the commentary out there. So clearly the campaigns are going to sit back. They're going to look at the tape. They're going to decide, oh, I missed this point. I should have zeroed in on something that maybe they didn't, and they'll try to do that in the next debates. Or they will look at some of the nonverbal tics. There was a lot of commentary that Donald Trump tended to sniff. His head was bobbing around. He was mugging a lot. My guess is that you'll see him try to correct that in future debates if people found it annoying. Maybe they didn't find it annoying. Maybe they found it entertaining and they couldn't really focus on Hillary Clinton because they were only watching him. That's the kind of decision that the campaign management will have to make of the Trump campaign. By the same token, I'm sure there are opportunities that were missed, answers that could have been better, or whatever, that the Clinton folks will determine for their candidate, and they'll work on that in the future. One thing we know for sure is that there will be continued preparation and practice as the candidates go forward to these next two debates.